Sai. So here we go. They have decided that they want to start playing now. And here we go. After that admin restart that we just saw beforehand, based on the fact that there was a TC war imminent, we have now come back, or gone back, and restarted the game between these two teams, Chao and Sai, as they battle it out in this loser bracket best of 7 match off to see who advances to the next stage of the loser bracket. um, the loser bracket part of this tournament. And again, as I was saying earlier on, it is a nomad start. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here looking pretty and just wait until all the players have put down their town centers and wait until they've stopped Xing like absolute madmen, and then I can introduce the players, introduce the positions and the civilizations, and see what we can kind of expect, or maybe potentially expect, from this sort of map. So it looks like all of them have more or less decided where they want to be putting all of their town centers. So let's come down here and have a look what we have. So down here to the south of the map, we have Sai Yo playing as the Mayans. And what color is he playing as? He is playing as the yellow, or in the yellow today. Down here in his position. To his left-hand side, we have a Persian player in the form of Yinghua, i.e. Love Chang, playing in the blue trunks. Let's see if we can locate the rest of their team. We have a red player in the form of Sai Lix up here to the north of the map playing as the Chinese. And to round it all off, we have the orange player Feng Xin over here to the very, very far west of the map playing as the Vikings. So that rounds off the Sai team. And as you can see, just because it is a Team Islands sort of reminiscent sort of a map, does not mean that the teams are starting off on the same island. So let's have a look at the opposition for Sai here in the form of in the form of Chao Ren. We do have here Tim playing as the Chinese. Fair enough. Tim playing as the Chinese, as he is Chinese. Very, very good. Maybe it'll give him an unfair advantage. We might have to wait and see. But he's playing in the grey up here toward the sort of northwestern corner of the map. Happy playing in the teal up here towards the far north of the map, playing as the Mayans. Who else have we got? We have to his right hand side Jeffrey playing in the green as the Vikings, which only leaves, if I'm not mistaken, the purple player, player 6, So Big Diao, playing as the Persians out here to the east of the map. So, right off the bat, it's going to be quite interesting to see how this one does indeed play out. We can see that pretty much all of the Chao Ren team is situated on this northern island here, whereas the and amongst which there are two Sai players in the form of Sai Lix, and I believe it was Feng Xin. Yes, Feng Xin here as well, which means that the whole southern area of this map, this whole southern island, is just absolutely fantastic in terms of the fact that Yo and Love Chang, the two players who so well defended against a very, very effective push and a very strong push, I suppose you could say, from who was it? It was Jeffrey and Shan, I believe it was in the previous game. They've got this whole island to themselves. So in terms of going ahead and booming, having the space to boom, and in terms of not being pressured by their opponents, they're going to be in such a nice position. But the flip side of that coin is that Lix, and the flip side of that coin is also that Lix and Feng Xin over here on the western side and the eastern sides of this upper northern area of the map are going to be in a bit of a precarious situation, seeing as though they are essentially going to be 2v1 if you split the ratios in that sort of respect. But it looks like it might not even come into that. Potentially we might be seeing that's Tim. Tim and Feng Xin battling it out, and Lix and so Big Diao battling it out as well, and then having Happy and Jeffrey playing a similar sort of role in their team as we can come to, or as we might expect from Love Ching and Yo to be playing for the Sai team down to the south of the map, and that they'll have an uncontested boom, or maybe they'll choose to go ahead and help out their allies and just wipe out Lix and Fangshin quickly, and then move on to bigger and better things in the form of Love Ching and Mr. Yo. But we can see that the players have gone ahead and docked as well. As far as I can see, pretty much all of the players have indeed docked, and not a silly decision. You can see on the mini-map that there is an abundance of fish. This dock out here for the Persian player, So Big Diao, for example, he has got access to a disgusting amount of fish. This is going to provide a really, really nice boost to his economy, and he's going to be in a good spot in terms of that. But so is everyone else. Everyone else, all the other players here have gone ahead and docked. We can see that Jeffrey, the Vikings player for Chao here, has gone ahead and he's already got 4 fishing ships out and gathering in that nice, delicious, yummy food in the form of deep sea fish. That's going to give his economy a nice boost. And we can see Walling this would not be a tournament game, nor would it be a Chinese game, I guess you could say, if we didn't see any walling, especially from Tim, the player who, if you had to put your money on any player anywhere walling, it would probably be Tim. And living up to his expectations of him, he is walling off this section of the map here, more or less negating any sort of pressure that could come in from the land from Feng Shen, should Feng Shen decide to go ahead and do that. So it's going to be interesting to see how each of these players do decide to go. We can see, I believe, mirrored civilizations across the board, which is fair enough. Mayans featuring for the first time, actually, in this series, in this best of 7 series, which is quite interesting because Mayans, a very nice, strong civilization, normally features a little bit more heavily. But no, this is the first time that they're poking their gorgeous wee heads out of the civilization pick, and we can see Walling as well coming in here from Lix again, negating any sort of land pressure that could be coming in from So Big Diao out here on the southern side of the northern part of the map here. But yep, okay, so Vikings, obviously what you'd expect to see on this map, owing to the fact that there is water to be taken control of, fish to be had, fish to be gathered, and nice economy boosts as a result of that. Not Function, sorry, Lix also going ahead and walling off quite substantially, I would say. It looks like he might even extend his wall across this northern part of his base here to try and provide a nice little box that he might want to try and stay in, either to provide a sort of sling or maybe just to because he realizes the situation and he knows that he is now between 2 players. Either way, he is walling himself in, and he should be nice and safe for the time being. As we see Jeffrey, Loveching, and Mr. Yo all clicking up to the feudal age now as well. Jeffrey, the Viking player, going to be first up, and it looks like he's going to be in a pretty good position to potentially go ahead and get some grushing going. If we go ahead and skip over to his point of view, how many docks? He's throwing up his second dock now as well. Vikings with cheaper docks is very nice in terms of going for a grush, and it looks like he's going to be in a good position to be able to take some of these fishing ships and the food economy advantage or boost to his economy that Lix might have as he finds that his fishing ships are going to be bombarded with galley arrows coming in as Jeffrey has now advanced to the feudal age, and straight away we can see a galley popping out, and I imagine we'll be seeing double bit X and all those sorts of upgrades coming in as well. We can see double bit X now coming in for Jeffrey, as the rest of the players in this game have all now clicked up to the feudal age as well. So again, it's going to be interesting to see which players do decide to grush and which players do decide to go for more of a fast castle sort of build here. I imagine Yo and Lovechang, potentially having done enough scouting or have enough of an idea to know that they are not really going to be under any sort of pressure, potentially going to be looking to go up on, a few more vills, maybe looking to get a sort of fast castle build going. But we can see the galleys now coming out from Jeffrey. And what's his scouting like? He knows that there's a dock over here, and he knows that there's villages here as well. So Lix is going to be in a bit of a predicament right off the bat as soon as he gets into the feudal age, which he's not even in at the moment. So no defense is going to be coming in from him at the moment. He is throwing up a barracks. Looks like he might even be looking to go for a little bit of land aggression. He is the Chinese, obviously, so potentially he might be wanting to go ahead and grab out some knights once he gets into the castle age. If he is going to be going for that sort of a build. Is there anything else going on in the map? We see some action coming in here from the center as well, and I can't see why. Maybe that's just saying, yo, I'm here, don't worry about it. Blacksmith coming in for Tim as well. So I imagine we'll be seeing, yep, Blacksmith stable here. So Tim going to be going for a sort of fast castle build. And it looks like the same sort of thing could potentially be happening from the Chinese player Lix, as he does throw down his Blacksmith here as well. So pretty straightforward to figure out what's going on there. And the prediction that we made at the start of the game with Lovechang and Mr. Yo clicking up to the castle age uncontested down here is looking like it's going to be fulfilled, as Lovechang is going to be the first one to advance into the castle age, with Mr. Yo also on stone here as well, looking to get out those all-important plumed archers that the Mayans are just so famous for. So the grushing on the water, though, the grushing on the water is pretty much non-existent for Lix at the moment. He's running his fishing ships all the way down the western flank, or the western sort of edge of the map, and he's going to be walking into a couple of galleys from Feng Shen, but of course Feng Shen is his ally, so he should be in an okay position there. So Big Diao now clicking up to the Castle Age as well, and the Castle Age coming in for pretty much all of the players except, I believe, Jeffrey and yeah, maybe another one that I can't actually see at the moment. Feng Xin, I would believe, who is in the feudal age now. Not really sure what he's doing, but as Vikings, it kind of makes sense that he would be going for a Grush, and we can see some galleys buzzing around from him as well. So that makes sense. Get the Viking players to Grush, and let everyone else sort of just get up to the castle edge and provide a bit of castle support. We can see a nice amount of fishing ships here from Mr. Yo. Obviously, that's going to help his economy as he starts, as he look to get up to the castle edge nice and quickly. And a lot of flaring coming in here from Happy Happy as well. As the Mayans play for the CR team on the north of the map, he's also on stone, so it looks like he's going to be going for a castle as soon as he gets up also. Has Yo gotten up to the castle age? He has. Yo has indeed got up to the castle age. So we'll have a quick look over at Mr. Yo's point of view and see where he's building his castle, if he is at all. And I imagine he is. Yep, he's building a castle right in his base, going to keep it nice and defensive. And I imagine we're going to see a semi-passive game potentially from Mr. Yo, depending on if he's going to start creating any plumed archers at the moment. I can't see any plumed archers coming in, so it looks like Mr. Yo might want to go for a little bit more of a passive sort of build here and boom up and try and get the strength of the mines coming through in the Imperial Age. Although in saying that, he is getting fletching now as well, so maybe he's going to do sort of half and half. He's going to send some plumed archers out and about and see what sort of damage he can do to his opponent's economies, whilst also booming away behind it. But I can't see anything else really going on. Where are Feng Xin's galleys? Feng Xin's galleys, the orange Viking player out here on the west of the map. We're going to ignore that for the time being because we're going to kind of come over here to where the flaring was going in from So Big Diao, and where the okay, there are Feng Shin's galleys there being pushed away by one of the fire ships there from Tim. Mr. Yo also into the castle age now, of course, getting a fire ship out to provide a bit of support for his feudal age ally there. So Big Diao, a couple of fire ships out here on the right hand side as well, battling away with the fire ships from Mr. Yo, and So Big Diao battling just outside of two of his docks is going to be in a nice position to take that. And we can see the knights. We see knights coming in from Love Chang, the Persian player down in the south of the map, trying to deny this Mayan castle that's coming in from Happy Happy at the moment, and unfortunately not going to be able to do that. So this castle's going to go up, unless this Mangonel can come over quick smart from Lix. But it looks like Love Chang is going to be... Has he got another town centre up? He's got 2 extra town centres up, so he's going to be in a good spot to be able to boom a little bit behind this as well, but get out some military, some knights to be able to come up to the north of the map and help out his ally. And this is really, really strong from Lix and Love Chang as well. If Love Chang can get his knights around here, but it looks like he should be in an okay position, should Lix anyway, to be able to deny this castle going up, and that is huge. That is fantastic play from the side team up there in the north of the map. Looking around at the rest of the map, I can't see too much else going on. A little bit of fire ship battling still going on here between So Big Diao and Mr. Yo, and Mr. Yo now pushing forward with some plume. I was gonna say elite plumed archers, but that's not right. With some plumed archers, +2 has not been done. Bodkin arrow not researched just yet. Defensive siege workshop now being thrown up, or having been thrown up for So Big Diao, and the scorpion coming out, and he should be in an okay position to be able to defend that little aggressive push coming in from Mr. Yo there. And we can see knights now popping out as well for Lix as a Chinese, and it looks like instead of deciding that he's going to just try and be all cute and nice and serene, he's going to start pushing in against his opponent, and try and sandwich him in between Mr. Yo's plumed archers here as well. And Lix going knights is really, really nice, because those knights are going to be able to pick off any mangonels that do come out from So Big Diao quite easily and effectively as well. And there's a good amount of siege and monks that are coming in here from Lix, because we saw that worked out very, very well in the previous game, where Lix did go ahead and do monks and siege and managed to slow down Tim, and I believe it was Happy Happy as well. In this case, or in this time, he's going to decide to focus down So Big Diao, as well as having a bit of support from Mr. Yo. Down on the south of the map, we have some Jeffrey galleys rocking around and getting some nice fishing ship picks down here in the south of the map, of Mr. Yo's fishing ships. That's going to provide a little bit of a kick in the teeth to Mr. Yo's economy, but nothing too drastic, and he should be okay at the end of the day to bounce back from those few fishing ships that have decided to go down. With the castle age now coming in for the final 2 players, the Viking players that did decide to grush for each of their teams. And Mr. Yo has got some plumed archers. He's going to be able to get round into the wood line here, and this is going to be absolutely devastating for So Big Diao. A couple of villages are going to, or more than a couple, in fact, quite a few villages. That's 2 villages down for So Big Diao. We're going to see 3. We're going to see 3. We're going to see 4. There's going to be a 4th villager. Are we going to see 5? Oh, this is absolutely atrocious for So Big Diao. His Mangonel's out of position because he's having to take down Lix's Mangonel. But this is absolutely horrific. That is a lot of wood income just down the drain now, non-existent. And he's also going to get a villager pick as Mr. Yo here from Jeffrey's villager buzzing around there as well. That was a really, really strong play from Mr. Yo, especially since So Big Diao needed to get out, needed those wood wood castles, those wood villages to be able to maintain his mangonel push and also any aggression on the water that he might be wanting to do as the Persians. Yo stonewalling up behind and a camel. Okay, there's a camel coming out here as well. Oh, I missed this. A bit of forward aggression, potential forward aggression coming in here from the Persian player. So Big deal. And we have some flares coming in over here as well. I've sort of been neglecting this left-hand side of the map. Very, very sorry for that. But we can see that Tim looks like he's starting to go for a little bit of siege aggression as well against Fang Xin, who has decided to wall up. Is he going for a sling as the Vikings? That is something that I would really, really like to know. I haven't been focusing too much on what's going on over there, but the stone walls, the repeated stone walls, certainly make me think that he might be doing it, although I can't see too much of an economy to sling, so maybe he's just having a little bit of a tired game, although he has got some fishing ships out here, so maybe he is. I'll have to keep an eye on the overlay to let me know what's going on there. But again, Love Cheng acting or playing like a true champion and bringing out some knights over here to try and help out his Viking teammate in the form of Fang Xin out here on the western flank of the map. And what else have we got going on here? Yo trying to battle down against these mangonels, and again Yo picking off the mangonel fantastically. And So Big Diao is not looking in a very nice position at the moment, as Lix would really, really like to push in here and just be able to expand his economy. Watchtower was coming up, but now being destroyed or deleted rather from So Big Diao as Mr. Yo gets another villager pick. Really, really strong, but it's going to take some fancy micro to be able to... Oh, wow. Jeffrey resigned. It's not even a GG. But Fang Xin has... Wow, what the hell? Okay, Fang Xin was slinging, so we are right about that. But Jeffrey just resigned. Tim resigned. It's just happy, happy now. So Big Diao resigned as well. What the heck? No GG. Absolutely no GG. What? Okay. Whew. Alright, so we had a castle out here on the western flank coming up for the Viking player Fang Xin as well, which is going to stop any more aggression coming in here from Tim. And yeah, well, fair enough. I mean, So Big Diao was so far behind. We can see 35 villages. Oh, it wasn't so far behind. I mean, Fang Xin only had 39 villages under a sling as well, but I guess all the damage that was done over here and a denied castle out here on the front of Lix's base, as Lix was going to start pushing in with some army into Jeffrey as well. But yeah, interesting, man. Jeffrey on 34 vills. I guess the villager count quite significantly in favor of the Psy team, but Psy takes the game. It's as simple as that. It's just yeah, Psy takes it, and there we go. There we have it. All right, so and wow, I guess we'll just come out of the game then, and I'll quickly double check that it wasn't a drop or something silly like that. But no, Mem saying congratulations in the chat. So yeah, I mean, yep, there we go. Psy takes it. 4-1. All right, well there we have it. Okay, well. Yep, and we just have some confirmations in the chat from Feng Xin saying 12 GMT versus VNS tomorrow, which I believe is going to be casted by the magnificent SMB, as far as I can remember. But yeah, wow. Moo, can you tell me when Larry? Um, Not really sure what Larry is, to be honest with you. But yeah, so there we go. There we have it. Sai takes that series 4-3. Interesting. 4-3. Why am I saying 4-3? I just read 4-3. Yeah, Sai takes it 4-1. I guess quite convincingly in the end. But yeah, brilliant. So a quick look at the the very very small and not yeah. Okay, so Sai playing Vietnam Legend tomorrow at I believe it's 12 GMT. Well, that's today technically. Yeah, 12 GMT. So there you go. I believe that yeah, it's going to be casted by SMB. I'm pretty sure. Fantastic caster for Ruby Official, so definitely tune in for that. And yeah, it's getting down to the final stage of the tournament as well, the competition. Winner obviously of Sai and V and Vietnam Legend. Larry is a major up and comer. Cool. Okay. I actually forgot what you asked. One sec. Can you tell me when, Larry? I'm afraid I still don't understand the question. But yeah, okay. So I guess that will be yeah. I guess that's a stream done for tonight or today or whatever the time happens to be where you find gentlemen and ladies, of course. So yeah, 12 GMT is going to be Sai versus Vietnam Legends, the winner of which will be on their way to China to face Tyrant in the grand finals. So yeah, definitely tune in for that. Like I said, S&B is going to be casting that. So so yeah, if there's any streamers on at the moment that would like to be hosted, just make sure that you let it be known in the chat, and someone with the power in this channel will definitely go ahead and host that. But for the time being, boys, it is 5 o'clock in the morning for me, so I'm going to go and get a few hours kip, and then I'm going to yeah, do some more stuff tomorrow. But thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for sticking by through all the ups and the downs and the drops and the won games and the lost games. It's very much appreciated. Like I said, tune in to see SMB cast Sai vs Vietnam Legends and they're at 12 GMT. So thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by, and I'll catch you the next time that I'm going to be kicking it off and streaming for the wonderful Rubly Official. So see you later, guys.